श्री
अरे सर,
भुवनेश्वर कलिता
सर मेरी बात
श्री
Thank you.
श्री भुवनेश्वर
Thank you,
कलिता।
Honorable Chairman, for giving me this opportunity to speak on this very, very important bill on the government, on this amendment bill. Sir, some of the questions, the opposition members has raised few questions on the unconstitutionality and morality and the undemocratic nature of the bill. So that all has been tackled and handled by our jurists like Maheshjat Malini, Justice Gogoi has very well explained the constitutionality of this bill, and I think our friends in the other side will be satisfied with that. So I will not go much into that. I only want to explain certain things which has come from the opposition members, and some of the members have, and most of the members are comparing with their state, like Tamil Nadu, like West Bengal or Bihar. They are talking about a state, but here in this bill we are not talking about a state, because Delhi is not a state in the true sense. It is national capital territory, and it falls under special provisions mentioned in Article 239 to Article 242 of the Constitution, The Article 239A 3B grants Parliament the authority to legislate for Delhi and its related matters. Delhi's government functions according to the procedures outlined in the Constitution. It is a unique administrative unit with specific legal provisions governing in governance. So it is a completely different case. It's not like any other state that they are comparing and they are making their statements. So the question that was raised by was about Supreme Court, that this is pending in the Supreme Court. So the matter which is pending in the Supreme Court is different. The issue is different, and this is a different issue. The Supreme Court explained that the union government wants control over certain services. A new law is needed. That is what the Supreme Court says. This new bill is being passed to make that happen. The entity with the authority to create laws and rules is the same one that can make rules under the Act. In this case, it's the union government. So here I want to point out certain things which has been raised by our friends in the opposition in the other side. So they say that the bill is undemocratic. So the bill is not undemocratic. Had it been undemocratic, it would not have come in the parliament at all. So, and what kind of democracy they are talking about? The democracy, the legislature which is functioning in Delhi, the Legislative Assembly of the NCT of Delhi is unique as it does not experience prorogation. In 2020, there was just one session. So, just one session in 1 year, comprising 5 brief sittings over 2 days, solely for budget purposes, for the passage of the budget. Similarly, sir, in 2021, 2022, 2023, only one session each took place, all centered around passing the budget for the respective fiscal years. So they talk about democracy, where the legislature doesn't sit. It sits only once in a year to pass the budget. So another thing that it is in the knowledge of them, and we ask, and us all, that the infrequent convening of cabinet meetings. You see, in a democratic government, cabinet is supreme, and cabinet has to be taken into confidence. But here, the cabinet, both in 22 and 2023, primarily cabinet was summoned to address budgetary concerns. This approach of the government is seen as problematic, as it may impede effective administration and decision on implementation. Notably, the absence of crucial actions such as presenting Comptroller and Auditor General report, which is a constitutional obligation, for the past 2 years misses the questions about the transparency and accountability. So, when the cabinet doesn't see, when the assembly doesn't see, where CAG report cannot be placed, where is the transparency and accountability? So, as we all see that in this, in the authority, one of our members said that CM's position has been made redundant. Sir, what for that redundancy is what I want to explain here, sir. The backlog of crucial files pertaining to prominent institutions like Regional Rapid Transit System, AIMS, the IIT Delhi, indicates a lack of expeditious decision-making within the government of NCT Delhi. These delays have raised concerns about the pace of development and implementation of essential projects. So they are not interested about these projects, which are for the people, which are for the benefit of the people. But they are not interested in this. Our Honorable Minister for Housing has eloquently explained about that, so I need not repeat that anymore. Sir, today's world is going ahead towards the modernization. But here we see, while a 5G technology initiative was accepted by numerous states, including our many states, including those ruled by different parties, the NCT of Delhi has refrained from endorsing it, citing its perceived lack of relevance in the city's development. So, sir, they are not interested in public work. They are not interested in work of the digital world. They do not want 5G. So, what they want to say? What they want? They want only power. The bill for them is power. Because the Chief Minister power has been clipped. So that is their objection. That is their complaint. Sir, this bill is not of power. This bill highlights the plight of the people and to make the life easy for the Delhiites and the capital. Sir, we all live in this capital. We all MPs will live in this capital, and we all see what kind of. The other day, one member has said that there was water shortage. Why? The water shortage was because of flooding. So, 9 years of this government, the flood problem has not been solved. Sir, we remember, if we all remember, during the COVID pandemic days, there was shortage of oxygen. Why? 8 plants were granted to Delhi government. 8 oxygen plants were allotted to government of Delhi, but they did not put up those plants. 1 or 2 they have put up, others were not put up, and that's why there was oxygen shortage. But for that also, they blame the government of India, the central government. So, sir, I want to support this bill with all my support. And this is a very important bill, and this bill should be passed unanimously. That is my appeal. Thank you, sir.